everybody! We are live with Teenagers from Outer Space! I am super hyped. Today is our prom episode, and this is my first prom. In addition to being my first alien prom, so I am ridiculously excited. But let's, before we go around and meet everybody and who we're playing, let's start with our lovely, referee, Kiana.
Hello, I am Kiana. I am your referee, your game master, whatever you'd like to refer to me, and I am super excited to be here with our monthly series. Yay! Of Teenagers from Outer Space, because we love these characters so much and the shenanigans they get up to that we decided to do it every month. So yes, we are doing Teenagers from Outer Space from Odyssey today. So we got to do some fun prom things, and I'm very excited for that. So we should go around and meet our players and the lovely characters they are playing, which you can get little snippets of in the corner over there. I don't know which way I'm pointing, but you get to see a little bit about them. But let's start off with the person right beside me, Greg. Hello.
Hey, how's it going? This is Greg, Grimjack21502, going to be playing a little CC today. CC is the coolest kid in the history of cool, with the exception of perhaps the cool kids surrounding him in this here screen. So, prom might be too cool for many, but nothing is too cool for CC to attend. So we're going to see how cool he can make prom. I've been listening to Bryan Adams all morning. Back to you.
Amazing. I'm very excited for this. And let's move over to Emma. Hello.
Fucking muted myself when I thought I was unmuting myself. Fuck.
It
Hi,
happens.
I'm Emma. I'm Susie King 85 on Twitter. I'm so happy to be here. Like Lindy, this is also my first real prom, unless you count the day that was all my friends' prom, where I stayed home and got drunk and wore a Burger King crown by myself. I did that. It's a true story, but it was fun. So fuck it. But this is my first real prom with real people, and I'm so excited to be here as John Smith, the somewhat Doctor Who-ish alien person who's less like Doctor Who every time we play this. I'm very happy. Yes, that's me. Bye.
Well, the Doctor changes every single time, so, super far down the line incarnation.
Exactly.
It's also an alternate universe. I'm just going to apply all the fanfic rules to it. And next up we have Travis. Hello, Trav.
Oh, hello, everybody. My name is Travis Bowles. I am playing, of course, reprising the role of Derek, the Sensitive Spaceman, as immortalized by David Love in Teenagers from Outer Space. I've been listening to Roxy music and mainlining heroin all morning to get ready for this game. And a bit of trivia, too. I took 2 girls to my sophomore prom, and absolutely nothing happened. My pants were on the entire night. So this will hopefully, looking to make up for some lost time, lost experience. I've got my ray gun, changed my batteries in my ray gun. Got those cheap knockoff batteries out of there. Got the healthy guys in here ready to rock, ready to go to prom. Mwah.
Oh, man. Oh, this is going to be an episode. And last but not least, of course, we have Lindy. It's your channel, Lindy. Hello.
Hi, this is my channel. I'm Love Lindy, and I will be playing Correlia, my super awesome, cool / kind of popular girl at school. Pretty lucky. She's got tentacle hair, which might be my favorite aspect of her, and she can also teleport. She's excited about prom, but she's definitely not gonna let it show to anybody, because she's gotta play it cool. But she's actually pretty excited and, maybe hoping that someone asks her to prom, because no one asked her to homecoming, so we'll see.
I love it. All right. Let's get this music going. There we go. And let's get started. Last time we saw our teenage alien heroes, they were out and away saving the universe from the forces of uncool, and making sure that, cool still, the balance of cool and uncool still exists out there. But of course, you can save the universe and travel to far reaches of space, but you can't forget, if you're a teen, the most important event of the year: prom. And of course, the school is abuzz with all of the planning, the prep, now you kind of also get a little bit of the petty drama, all that stuff that's happening here. And it's about 2 days before prom. The gym had basically been closed off for everybody, except just to prep for it, putting up the decorations and stuff. Nobody really knows what goes on in there. There's kind of a silent agreement to, not bother the decorations people. And all of you are involved with the planning of it somehow. I'd like to know, what roles have you decided to take on to help out with the plan, or help out with the planning of prom, depending on how helpful you're feeling?
Music.
You know what? I can't even be surprised. All right.
What are my good school subjects again? Let me look at this. Let's see. Arts and physics. Oh, I'm good at art. Okay. I think Correlia would be part of the decorating crew. She's really good at blowing balloons because, her tentacles can help. Like, one just pulls it up and kind of stretches it, and then she's blowing up another one, and then she passes it off. The other tentacles tie it off. So she's just super pro at just balloons and, just decorating, color theory. She's got to make sure that, it fits the theme, which I think might be...
Yeah. What is the theme?
That is an excellent question. Space.
Anyone in chat has ideas, throw them at me, clearly.
Prom theme.
Yeah, prom
Prom
theme.
themes.
Prom. It's a prom theme prom.
What is our prom theme?
But wait a
know.
minute, who came up with the theme? Because normally, if a hybrid theme to kind of make sure the kids don't do something crazy, it's always like, End of the Road by Boys to Men, because the teachers think that's it. So, everybody has to have that final song, or it's like Somewhere Over the Rainbow, or the whole thing turns into, Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss.
Oh my gosh, if we do Somewhere Over the Rainbow, we could just, everything could be rainbow themed. Like Rainbow Road Mario level. Like, just that.
Oh.
Mario Kart. Be pretty cool. Real trippy. Yeah, I'm decorations. I'm decorations. Manager.
Okay, here are your decorations. What's Derek or John? What are they doing to help out?
I think John Smith, he might be on the light crew. He might know how to get in some mood lighting a little bit. Make it cool. As cool as it can be, and alter the laws of physics to make it cooler, if you can, and make it sexy, because that's the point of prom, right?
That's exactly what prom's all about.
Right? I have no idea, genuinely.
I know there's balloons. I've seen it in movies.
I think Derek is in charge of security, and I think that he approached staff at the school and said, Miss Johnson, I understand that safety is very important, and on my planet, we never had a prom. We were all students in their graduating year were dropped on an island and given a random weapon and forced to murder one another until the, survivors graduated school. But so this is all altogether unfamiliar to me. And so basically, I'll just walk around this prom and make sure that everyone behaves themselves. And if they don't, I'm seeking your permission to use the focusing disintegrator ray to remove the flesh from their bones. It should be fine. And if you put in the information that I will blast them with the focusing disintegrator ray if they, no fighting, no spitting, whatever you want to do, I will enforce. I'm volunteering to enforce those rules in a cool way. I'm learning a lot about cool, but I want to be useful, and I want everyone to have a safe, wonderful prom, whatever that is.
Oh, that's amazing. I love that. Yeah, I mean, clearly, you're one of the stellar students. You're one of the ones that like pays attention in class all the time, is very keen, maybe a little odd, but I find that a little endearing. So yeah, they'll tell you, is basically like make sure there's no fights that break out, make sure nobody does any, wreak any havoc, like the decorations on the property. They also say maybe don't use the disintegrator ray, but like there shouldn't be any inappropriate dancing.
Maybe. Don't use this.
There shouldn't be any inappropriate dancing, quote unquote.
Well, actually, Mrs. Johnson, I'm glad to hear that. I have a new setting on my focusing disintegrator array that actually uses focused cool on the target, and so maybe I'll switch it to the non-lethal setting, unless they spit or take off their shoes, in which case their destruction. I'll discuss it with you first.
Yes, maybe come and talk to it.
Okay, I'd be happy to do that.
Okay. So, this is great. Oh, right. So, yeah, so over the next past couple of days, you guys have been setting up, helping out how you can, interact with other students to perhaps get input or get all the tech that you need to set everything up. I'm loving all these chat suggestions.
I know, me too. I'm looking at them. They're so great.
We're getting...
I like time after time is timeless.
Oh.
I just. But I was gonna suggest our referee maybe a montage, and as CC is directing music, I would suggest the montage be set to Night Rangers, The Secret of My Success. So if we could just lead into that. Yeah. So this is just all the montages for CC is him smoking and drinking and looking at his own records for hours.
And follow up, John Smith would continually try to engage Cece in conversation to try to make all the lights coordinated with all the music, because John Smith is trying very hard to get Cece's attention for prom, and it's not working. But he wants to make sure that it's all coordinated and amazing, and occasionally does too much with the lights, gives everyone seizures, and then he knocks it back a little bit. Yeah.
Does John have like a bank of people that he's just inundating with these lights until they seize out and then dials it back?
He's experimenting on like the theater tech kids who have to be there to get the hours in. There's like all the poor bastards with the spotlight.
Their eyes are open by that Clockwork Orange shit.
He just goes till they're almost unconscious, then he dials it back just a little bit. Just a little bit.
And everybody's doing the bug eyes, not just John. So we're setting up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is Correlia doing?
Well, she's doing decorations to whatever her theme is, which if it's time after time, she'd probably try to make it real, classic colors. Like maybe black and white. That's pretty classy, timeless aesthetic. Black, white, silver.
Like true colors?
Yeah. Yeah. Gotta let it show. And just being, basically she's got like some underlings that she's being manager of, and she's like, yeah, no, so you gotta like put that over there. She basically just rated her art class and is telling them what to do, while she handles like the nitpicky stuff herself. She's managing the decorations.
I think Derek's, playing it as cool as Derek can play it, just kind of moseying over to the table where you're keeping everything and just checking it out and going, good afternoon, Correlia.
So,
Just admiring the decorations here. I was thinking to myself that if we were back on my own home planet, the giant banner of Fearless Leader would be sort of right here. And then we really primarily just decorated with the color red. It's the blood of our enemies that we spill daily on the floors of, Anyway, space battlefield. So, but that's anyway.
yeah.
So, but your decorations look very nice, and I'm glad
Thanks.
there's not a supreme leader.
Yeah, I've had to be like this timeless kind of aesthetic because we're doing time after time, which can get a little bit repetitive. So I figured I just kind of focus more on the timeless aspect of time after time. Yeah, so just really classic kind of aesthetic and colors. It's interesting.
That is fascinating. Time is a flat circle, or so I have been led to understand.
Are you sure?
So I understand. Well, no, Corellia, I'm not sure of anything anymore
Oh.
because tonight is prom, and
Yeah, it is like prom tonight.
I've never been to a prom. I don't know what to do at a prom or how I should be, but I'm gonna try to enjoy myself. and
Well,
I'm gonna
there's
try to
like
be cool.
dancing and stuff, like cool music and food. I don't know who's handling food, but it's not me. And like there's stuff, and then there's like people get voted prom king and queen, and it's pretty cool. Yeah. And generally,
And there's no. Oh yeah.
yeah, like people ask other people to go to prom with them, so they're not by themselves. And
Oh,
and you get like there's like flowers and stuff.
so you would ask someone to go to the prom with you?
Yeah, usually you get like there's like you.
Is that for like a trial by combat?
No,
Like, would you then
no.
face off against that person?
No, it's like a date kind of thing.
Oh, I know what that is. A date.
Yeah.
Cece explained it to me.
Oh,
You drink a lot.
yeah, sometimes you do. Like, it depends on the date. So,
I'll have to watch it. I'm running security tonight, and I don't want to get too inebriated because
yeah. I'm pretty sure
Then you
CC
get-
spiked the punch, though. And if he doesn't, I will. So,
spiked a punch. I
Yeah.
don't know what that means. Does
Okay.
that mean he made it better somehow?
you're gonna learn a lot tonight.
That's terrific. That sounds great. Okay. I think I really have to go to the bathroom, so I'm going to go now.
Oh, okay.
It's been really nice talking to you.
Yep, same.
This looks great, by the way, what you're
Thank
doing
you.
over here.
I'm just gonna keep blowing up balloons.
You do that fast. You're good at that.
Thank you. My tentacles are very
Okay.
talented.
I'm a little dead over
Beard
Greg.
runs away.
Just a little.
Small cloud where Derek was just standing.
And as everything comes together, the light stops seizing people out every 10 minutes and until it's like every 20 minutes, every 30, and eventually you think that you're safe. You're like, okay, I think I've got it. And you're kind of working with the music and CC, like it's basically everything's kind of starting to come together, and you can feel that rush of like, okay, I know what's happening now. This place looking quite snazzy as all the decorations are being put up, quite timeless indeed. As things start to kind of wrap up, it's about time for all of you to go and get ready. Correlia, you are approached by a classmate of yours. Who kind of belongs to the rival group. If you guys are like, a sort of clique within this school, there's another kind of clique that's, kind of
Okay.
overlapping.
Yeah, but they're not as cool.
Who is this person, Correlia?
Oh man, is everyone at the school teenagers from outer space, or just some of us?
There's like a couple of humans, but
Okay, not many. All
no.
right. I think this kid, this punk, he's definitely got like the slicked kind of like hair. Like if the Fonz was an alien, but like a knockoff Fonzie. Like he's not at that level yet because he's still in high school.
He's like a pawn.
And he's got like he's vegan, so his leather jacket's like fake leather.
Oh, yuck.
And he doesn't have the sunglasses. He's got like the hipster glasses, and they like the flip up sunglasses, so he just flips them back down when he wants to feel cool. Yeah. And they're like the circles, but they're like the tinted ones, so they're like red. The red tinted glasses. Yeah. And that's thing.
Yep, I am getting an image in my head.
That's this guy.
Lot of douche boxes getting checked off.
Well, we're the cool kids, so they can't be as cool, obviously.
they cover a different set of that niche.
They do. They do. It's a niche we're not interested in. But yeah, that's him.
Okay. Yeah. So, what's his name?
Oh, Blake.
Ooh.
Ugh.
We just checked off that last box over there.
Blake.
Yeah. So Blake saunters up to you, Correlia, as you're kind of, you know.
I'm just sipping a coffee and like, no, put that over there.
Yeah.
No, that needs to go over there.
And he'll sidle up to you and like lean on the table that you're at. Hey, Correlia.
What's up, Blake?
Decorations you did are real nice.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Oh, don't hurt yourself.
He doesn't seem to be like phased. But,
Yeah.
you know, it's just he's too much in his own head. And said, "Well, kind of noticed that nobody has nobody asked you out to homecoming, and nobody asked you out to prom yet. Thinking that, you know, we're two cool kids. We could make a possible good candidate for prom king and queen."
I look at the clock. How many hours is it till prom?
That's a good question. It's probably still a good solid, like, 4 to 5 hours.
Okay. I don't know. It's still like 4 to 5 hours away. I'll think about it.
You're waiting on somebody?
No.
And at that moment, from nowhere, the sound of the Smiths, shoplifters of the world unite, just creeps out, and CC walks over across through the decorations in the balloon pool, and as he walks over, he looks directly at Blake and says, "Hey man, you new here?"
Oof.
So
Kind of
good.
just looks at you like, oh,
Probably
what
just
the
like,
fuck?
oh, hey, Cece.
Hey, what's up, Correlia?
I know. Just
What's
over
up, new
here
kid?
Decorating.
See who you were. It's kind of like, it's like, you don't really go to any classes. He's like, you're supposed to be in my class, but you never like show up or anything. Probably that's why you don't recognize.
Oh, sure. New kid that likes class.
Kind of rolls his eyes a bit. And he'll what will he do? Like, what does a douchebag do in this moment?
That's a good question.
Also, we don't know what prom year this is. I'm just like, meh. It's prom.
It's prom. It's just the formal dance in the spring.
Yeah.
This might be their 75th prom. Who knows how long-lived these teenagers, we're 75th year seniors. Who knows?
Takes a long time to graduate.
Right.
Outer space high school lasts longer than regular high school.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, lifespans are different too.
Yeah.
With aliens versus humans. We're head waving on that. He just kind of like looks over at Correlia and says, well, if you ever change your mind, just gonna
Yeah. Okay.
and just like finger guns his way out of the
Oh
conversation.
no!
As soon as, just when he's still on the outside of hearing what Cece has to say, even though we're not real sure if Cece does this deliberately, I'm not real sure. Cece would look at Corelli and go, "Wow, the ball's on the new kid asking you out."
Yeah. I doubt. He's not like super new, but
First time I've ever seen
yeah.
ever.
Yeah. Well, you do smoke in the boys' room a lot, so
That's my class.
it is. It is indeed. Yeah. He like.
I'm graduating with honors.
It's true. It's very true. Yeah, thanks for like coming over because he was just not cool.
Oh, I just came over for this, and he reaches down and picks up some tape.
Oh, cool.
I'll see you
thanks.
tonight, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Walks off.
Catch you later. Nice music, by the way. Dig it.
What music? He can't hear his own soundtrack. It's one of his superpowers.
Do you think Derek would have seen this
Yeah.
whole thing go down?
I think that Derek came out of the bathroom. Now, let's be clear. Going to the bathroom for Derek takes a little longer than most. His alien physiology, there's a complex thing that has to happen for him to relieve himself. So once he's done with that, he comes out of the bathroom. I think he's got some toilet paper on his shoe. He's a little clueless. He's recovered from his, emotional moment. And then from across the room, he sees Cece breaking up this conversation between this punk ass and Correlia. And I think that Derek watches as long as he can and then gets immediately mortified, walks to his locker, looks at himself in the mirror in the door, because they all do that. You got to have that moment where you stare yourself down in your locker. And then I think he does the unthinkable. I think he takes the focusing disintegrator ray. He changes the setting to cool. He points it at his own person. Takes a big hard breath. For prom. And I'd like to think he looks like a total nightmare at this point. Like, he does not come out. I mean, obviously it's not my call, but I'm just saying that, like, he probably looks like a Technicolor nightmare.
I need you to roll me cool.
Oh, yes. With pleasure.
Best stat right there.
Wait, it's a D10? What the hell game are we playing?
Yeah, it's a D10 plus whatever modifier.
Oh, right.
So,
All right, hold on.
so you get whatever is your cool,
We only play this game once a month, everybody. You gotta-
and you can add anything that you can find that you think is relevant. And
Well, he's good with the ray gun, so he gets a +1.
Mhm.
So it's 1d10 plus 4.
Oh, plus whatever your cool is.
Right. So cool is 3, plus the gun is 4.
4.
So does that mean I got a 10?
Yeah.
It means you got a 10, which is not bad at all. So you don't come out Technicolor nightmare. How do you transform due to the powers of cool in your ray gun?
It's that alien ship, It's some sort of...
Yeah, it is quite like an unrefined amount of cool that gets blasted into you.
At short range.
I think I
At
look
short
like
range.
David Bowie.
So they don't look totally nightmarish, but I'd imagine like, when it just when someone's trying to be cool and they just throw in too many elements of trying to be cool,
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
kind of that. So
Yeah.
you've just got one too many accessory essentially.
Well, I think shooting yourself in the face with a gun is trying too hard.
Yeah.
Cool.
He looks like a goddamn pickup artist. Yep. Thank you, Emma. That's exactly what this is. Sweet boy.
Like a steampunk hat, goggles for no fucking reason.
The funny thing is, I can produce all of that in seconds. I wish I could get it to Trev.
Go to the costume department and get all that for me. Okay. Well, I think that the sweet old man who likes to nap, whose room I'm renting for free, he gave me some things he thought that I should wear to school, and so in my locker I have a musty old World War I bow tie from I can't remember his name, but he's missing his index finger on his right hand. Anyway, Harvey B. Dunn. He had a parrot on his shoulder in the Wild Rebels. Anyway, so I just all that was described, the trying too hard, and then just a little, very simple bow tie just around the neck, just like that. And then I think I'm ready. I steel myself. Oh, and then I have one other thing that I get from the very back of my locker that I put in my pocket, which is a surprise. And then I close my locker and head back to the gym.
Amazing. And I think we should cut after that Derek montage. Let's cut to the getting ready montage for everybody. What's the soundtrack here? I'm not sure. I don't know. It'd be appropriate. But let's do the getting ready montage because those are always fun when we're in high school.
Yes. Well.
How about Once in a Lifetime by the Talking Heads?
Yes.
Once
Okay.
in a lifetime. Yeah.
Living in a shotgun shack.
And you may ask yourself.
How did I get here? And someone in the crowd is wearing David Byrne's big suit, just out of nowhere.
Corelia's getting ready montage. As she goes, she has like a teleporter in her backpack. She just unfolds it and she just teleports back to her home planet real quick because teleportation's a big it's a thing with her. That's why she's got teleportation powers. So her home planet's like 98% water, and everyone lives in like little like fish tank orbs, and they just float around near some islands. So she goes home, she like does it like a deep sea salt treatment on her tentacles, and she styles them. She actually styles them into an updo, because it's a bit difficult. She actually has to bribe her tentacles a little bit. Then she gets on a nice like a kind of like a slinky dress, but she still has to have one strap because that's school dress code policy. So she just cuts the strap off the other side. And, she's cool. So, she does her hair, just puts her dress on. Maybe, just freshens up a little bit and then teleports back to school. Her mom asks her, like, do you have a date for prom? And she's like, oh, look, I gotta decorate up school, bye. Teleports back.
Yeah, it's like your mom and like all of your siblings.
Yeah.
Like older fawning siblings be like, oh, you don't have a day.
Why isn't he coming to pick you up? Because not everyone can teleport, Mom. Bye.
Amazing, I love that.
They do that all the time. Why doesn't he just teleport? Why don't she just teleport?
Get yourself a nice teleporter.
Mm-hmm.
Live with that.
Yep. And there's a guy 3 islands and 2 pods away. You could just, I hear he's going to prom. Like, Mom, stop. Gosh.
John Smith's montage, I think he would go back into his space-time machine, and he would actually spend like a temporally infinite time just trying different things. I think it would be the equivalent of about 10,000 years of just trying different. What if I do this? What if I do this? He goes on an adventure. He gets a whole new group of companions, 3 of whom die and 1 of whom is lost forever. And they get this scarf, which is actually the last skin of the last of a single species on a planet that lived 10 billion years ago. And it gives it to him in their last gesture of kindness, and he takes it. And he has to leave his best friend there in return, but his best friend is cool with it because John Smith has to go to prom. And so then John Smith basically wears the exact same thing, but it's a cool 80s suit with shoulder pads, and this scarf. Everything else is exactly the same, except he adds a rosy lip. And that's what, after about 10,000 years, that's what he decides is the best thing to do.
That's so good. And it's the most Doctor Who thing I've ever heard. Sacrifice the companion for a somewhat flippant reason.
They were willing to do it. They were willing to do it.
But they're willing to do it. So it's all okay. It's
his little janitor friend from the very first episode, who's been with him this entire time. They've done things for about 20,000 years, all told. Every 60 or so years, they have to go back and try to bring him back to life.
yeah, he's very like blasé about the whole thing too.
Yeah, and by the end of it, he's just like, I'm just so old. Just leave me. Fuck. Just leave me. I'm done. Do it. I'll do it for you. Will you leave me alone if I just do it for you?
And now he lives in that he lives in a broom closet.
Lives in a broom closet that's time locked for all of eternity.
Yep. So good. What about Cece?
Cece is preparing for prom by drinking and smoking cigarettes and listening to When Smokey Sings by ABC.
Man. He's
So-
going to party with Cece.
Yeah, he's just
Me personally.
hanging out.
This one.
Yeah, they're chilling. It's like the one chill person. Like everyone's like a huge kerfuffle over, this. It's just like, meh.
You're not sure that Cece's actually moving, except every time it cuts back in the montage, there's more ash on his cigarette. That's the only indication that time is passing.
I'm not done with it. Can we just talk about how hysterically funny that is that all he does is look at his records and stand perfectly still? That's exactly what they do when they're up there. They get so cool. I'm just jealous I was never a DJ. Always wanted to be that prom DJ.
Yeah, the pinnacle.
They were so cool.
The pinnacle.
They didn't have to participate.
I made it to the mountaintop, right? So yeah, that's all he's doing. He hasn't really picked out any music either. It's just him looking at his own music. He's not sure what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, what's new with Cece?
Nothing.
What's what?
I don't know what's new with Cece.
The same thing now as he was 10 minutes ago. Sorry.
Yeah, he hasn't during the montage at the very maybe the last sequence, and like Ozzy said, everything should be out of the ash should change lengths. It should be shorter, longer. But the other thing is somewhere in the middle of the montage, his graphic tee switches over to a tuxedo tee. That's it. That's the entirety of the crap. You don't know when he put it on. You don't know if he knows he put it on.
Yeah, it's like he hadn't moved an inch, and yet it's a new shirt.
And anytime Blake walks by, he will say, "Hey man, are you new here?" Every time. Every single fucking time. Even if it's just like 1, 2. "Hey man, are you new here?" "Hey. Yeah, have fun, new kid." Just all the time.
I'm so glad we have the douche character scapegoat now.
Damn it, Blake.
Oh yeah, we needed him.
Yeah.
And I think Derek sticks his head in the gym to look for Corellia while she's teleported back to her home planet, and is now horrified that she's he's missed his chance, So he's gonna go pace the hallway like a man waiting for his wife to give birth.
Has John entered into from the 20,000 year escapade? Has John returned and entered into the gymnasium to like set up? By the way, in my earpiece right now, "Don't You Forget About Me" just started playing. Just started playing.
I gotta do this.
Yes. I think John Smith, he would come out, it would be jumping out in the midst of an explosion, so it would create essentially a big fog machine behind him as he slow falls and walks and turns into something cool. Right there, and there's he tries to just brush it off and be like, "This is what I'm doing. I'm a prom, nothing happened. I'm fine. Like my scarf."
The explosion would buffet CC's hair and somehow add ash instead of knocking it off to a cigarette. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hey, CC. You got your music all picked out? I like your shirt.
Oh,
It's a good shirt.
oh yeah.
Let me inspect your shirt. I'm gonna look at your shirt for a while.
Drink it in.
Very nice shirt. I should have
Are
tried
you going?
that.
You going to prom tonight?
Think so. Are you going to prom?
Yeah, I think they want me to play music or something. I think that's what I'm doing.
That's why I've been creating a laser light show, so it's perfectly coordinated with all of your music. I've gone through every
Cool.
single probability of a playlist that you could ever make. I think I got it
Cool.
right.
Well, I tell you what, I got a little space up here on the mountaintop, on the
Wow.
DJ booth. You can set up your light rig. You want to go to prom?
Are you asking me to go to prom with you, CC?
Yeah, we can shake the pillars of heaven. I'll hit him in the ears, you hit him in the eyes.
Oh, we will change the laws of physics, CC. We will do that together. He gets very uncool with how excited he is to do that. And he's going to set up his light show, but it's really just his screwdriver. He tries to set up a bunch of shit so it looks cool, but he just uses the one thing to do it all.
Yeah, CC will move over basically the two like cobbled together turntables he has that he's not even sure how they work. He just hears music all the time anyway. He scoots those over on the folding table that has the makeshift tablecloth over it that says prom on the one side, and it's got cigarette burn holes all through it, and he gives John enough space at the end and smacks the table. Saddle up there. Let's get those eyeballs ready to burn.
CC, do you mean that literally? Because I can, if you do.
Yeah, your call.
I think I'll wait till the very end.
Sounds good. I'll hit him with, they won't see it coming. I'll throw on Deborah Gibson. You hit him with that. They'll be in a state of complete, I don't know, disgust. And then, boom, we'll get them. When they all turn to look, why are you playing that, CC? Lights.
That's how they'll know. It's time to leave. It's time to get the fuck out.
I guess.
Perfect.
Debbie Gibson might do it too, but
Exactly.
we'll see.
Debbie Gibson and my red nuts are damaged. Oh no, I have to go.
It was a hell of a prom, Mom. I have retina damage, and I listened to Debbie Gibson. Shit went south real quick at prom.
I'll never forget it. It's the last thing I ever saw.
I was worried because I hadn't prepped anything weird to happen at this prom. I don't need to fucking prep anything else.
I think that Derek out in the hall, mid-pace, stands bolt upright and walks straight to the DJ booth. does the thing too, which I haven't done in years. I'm assuming it's up on the stage, right, where they would usually perform Our Town every year. Like anybody wants to watch Our Town again. Anyway, do the thing where you jump up, you got your, throw one leg over the stage there. You got to do the push, Anyway, like runs up to the two of you, guys. Hi. I think I want to ask Correlia to this prom. But I have no idea how to do it because on my home planet it would mean her death if I were to, basically talk to her in any way. Could mean our mutual destruction. So this is I'm having some trouble. So what do you do? How do you ask somebody to prom?
CC looks at John. Just ask him.
Yes, you say, Correlia, would you like to go to prom with me? You put your blaster away.
I don't.
Wait, I
point
got
a
an
weapon at
idea.
her.
I got it. You guys smell cigarette smoke, but he's not smoking. I got an idea.
That's what it smells like when he has an idea.
Yeah. Don't ask her. But when she gets here and you're here, you leave it to John and I. We'll set the mood. You ask her to dance, just like Whitney Houston.
To dance. I ask her to dance with me when she gets back, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
no one
but
gets hurt.
Well, CC looks over at John.
Not till the very end.
But we'll give you the music. We'll give you the lights.
Mm-hmm.
You got to dance
Can you? Can you dance?
with somebody.
Can you feel the heat?
With somebody.
No. I have no clue what in the hell you are talking about. I was shown a video of a man dancing in the rain in theater class. He was very happy to be there.
That's not. I'm almost positive, Cece, that's not what we're talking about, is it?
Gene Kelly. That's who it was.
Oh.
He's cool.
Is he? Okay. Wow.
I'm going to do a little bit of independent research here until Correlia gets back on my personal scanning device here, and I'm sure it'll be fine. How hard could it be to dance?
Do you want us to teach you?
Yes. And I grab John because I'm on the outside of the DJ booth.
Oh my, John has never felt so accepted in his entire life and what's happened in the last 10 minutes.
We don't have much time. She could be back any minute. Now, what do I do? My feet. Do I stand on your feet?
No. Most of the time, no. That is not. You stand on your own feet. You put your blaster ray away.
Oh, all right.
You keep all your clothes on the whole time.
Yes.
It's important.
I was planning on that.
Okay, good. Just making sure we have a baseline here.
If you tell me to get naked, I'll get naked, but I don't think
I'm not going to tell you to do that.
Okay.
So,
New to this.
Cece, I know about 365,000 dances, but I've never been to prom. I do not know which one is the best for Derek and his degree of difficulty.
There's only, if you're gonna go, you gotta go big. And Faith by George Michael starts playing. And somehow one of the spotlights from John's rig goes directly to Cece's ass as the music hits. And you just see a shift of cheeks as dun, 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 dun.
Oh my god. It's perfectly coordinated, Derek. Take note.
And CC will extend an arm, and almost like a chorus line, he'll bring Derek up beside him as he begins to just move his cheeks against Derek's to get the shift.
I say I shift my hindquarters from side to side as such.
Feel it.
This is a good lower back exercise for people who may have issues with their...
Don't talk about it, just feel it. And then he takes Derek's hand and slaps it on his own ass. Feel it. Just feel it. And then CC slaps Derek's ass and he's like, move it like this. Fate.
John Smith is taking furious notes for this whole thing.
And yeah, and so at one point, what CC will do is should we make a roll here to see just how much?
Yeah, I feel like a roll is necessary.
I think it would be awesome if Correlia showed back up right when we were.
Correlia just walks in, sees this, he's like, oh, and then kind of walks back out, and then bumps into Blake.
It's still like a little before prom. Like you guys are allowed in because you've been helping out early, basically. But it's still before prom that the prom's official start. So yeah, you see this and you walk out again.
Like,
What kind of role is this? Probably cool. If we're gonna be real.
I don't even walk out. I walk in, I see it, and then I just teleport out.
Is Derek making this roll or am I making this roll? Can I help Derek if he's making this roll?
I think
because I have a straight 8 in cool.
I know you do. I think both of you are gonna make this roll and we'll kind of balance out the... And also, if Derek has another thing that he can convince me of for rolling, throw it at me. But also, Jesus Christ, that roll.
18.
I am George Michaels. I'm just...
Like, that is... Okay, so everyone, this is a D10 system.
Roll
a D10 plus modifiers.
Looks like two puppies fighting under a blanket.
This is literally the highest fucking roll. Wow. Holy. Okay, I'm leaving this in your hands, guys. Like, this is beyond cool.
Okay, so
Please.
I was just gonna say, as soon as Derek gets it, as soon as they're in sync, the music changes to In Excess's New Sensation. And they just start dancing together as he takes Derek and they both lead as they twirl each other. And they bring John into it and they start dancing and just twirling and then for some reason, the three of them are perfectly in sync as they do like a step over routine. And the lights come on behind them. That's the music. And it's perfect. I mean, it's Kevin Bacon is weeping somewhere. Not in imagination. Right now, Kevin Bacon is somewhere weeping because this is happening.
My favorite thing is that this isn't even in prom proper yet. This is my favorite part.
Which makes it super cool.
Yeah. But
And the time difference, Kevin Bacon's like making a sandwich at his countertop in Burbank and just starts crying for some reason.
And his ass starts twitching at the same time.
and Faith starts playing.
all right, I'm gonna say for that, the three of you, you get advantages to any further dance rolls the rest of this game because that was beyond. Jesus Christ, those rolls. All right.
Well, I think Derek feels a surge of confidence. And perhaps has, with the exception of taking a spaceship full of uncool aliens by brute force,
The mundane.
probably the most fun he's ever had outside of that, and I think he like bear hugs Cece, just like whispers thank you, Thank you.
As
Yes, dear.
as you bear hug him and say thank you, CC just continues to move like a slow dance.
Oh. Okay. All right. And I put my hands on your shoulders. I look at your feet, and then
CC moves him down to his hips.
and I'm like figuring it out. Oh.
Yeah, you feel that?
Just two dudes learning to dance.
Yep. So yeah, I have nothing left to teach you.
Then I am ready. When you see Correlia, tell her I have a question for her. And Derek runs off once again.
Before he leaves, CC would touch his shoulder and say, "Go forth and be radical." And then you'd smell cigarette smoke again for no explainable reason.
So good. This is so good. I love all of it so much. All right. And soon enough, it is prom proper. Those of you who are in the booth, I need to change the music if I can find a better piece. I'll just keep describing it as we go along. As people start to filter in their finest dress. I don't know what this season's. You know how there's always like this season's in stuff for prom. Like for my year, it was like all the girls wore chiffon dresses, pastel chiffon as their thing. I'm trying to figure out what this season's.
Sequence.
Throw me a what's the fashion for this?
I'm the wrong person to ask because the fashion for my prom was we fought dinosaurs to get there. So I don't know with the new.
Again, this is teenagers from outer space. Literally anything goes.
I think it needs to be like metallics, because when that laser light show goes off.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, not even just metallics, but like little like mosaic metallics, like whatever you call it, where everything looks like a disco ball. I was also thinking jelly shoes.
Oh.
Because they're super cute and everybody will have blisters in about 45 seconds.
Yeah. Sequence.
Yeah.
Jelly shoes.
Yeah.
History of seizures or any kind of neurological issues, you should not go to this prom.
Or you will after.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like that Pokemon episode where Pikachu gave everybody a seizure.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is.
This is Pokemon.
Oh, can fake fur be a thing?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Because it's cold out.
Yeah.
So everyone can have like the fake fur jackets.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of like, it's your game, everybody. Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm like a chat with big hair, bigger shoulder pads.
Shoulder pads are the hip new thing.
I mean, it comes around in season every once in a while. What ends up happening? Okay, so yeah, everyone starts to come in. I can't find any good prom music. God damn it, Incompetech. You do this to me.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go with this for now.
Where's the public domain prom music?
We're just gonna go with that for now, just because I can't find anything. And all of you start to filter in. There's a table with some punch. You're pretty sure someone spiked it. You're not sure. You weren't in charge of food. You don't know.
Well, if I'm not sure if anybody spiked it, then I definitely spiked it, so it's probably a double spiked punch.
Just double spike it.
Yeah.
The music, lights, decorations, all of it comes together into this quite the background scene for this night of peak teenage revelry at school. There are a few teachers, a few chaperones, but they're kind of more on the edge. Just keep an eye out, making sure there's room for Jesus between everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. And so, where do we find everybody? I know that Cece and John are probably up on the stage, doing all tech.
Yeah, as soon as the parameters are set for the three ways that are going on the dance floor between dance partner, and Jesus, CC would look over at John and cue up the Georgia satellites. Keep your hands to yourself as that little tune begins to sweep through the crowd. And again, CC, who's not allowed to do this, is smoking. Lights look great, John.
Sounds wonderful, CC. John is going to make sure that we have cups of punch the entire time. And he's going to keep the lights kind of neutral for right now. Just white light. Nice and clean. And we'll build from there. Keep going.
I think that Derek is at the entrance, making sure that everybody is, has they got to check in, they get their little, they got to sign the thing, that says they came to prom. And then I think I do pat downs on all the guys to make sure that they're not carrying any weapons, any, anything they're not supposed to have. And so he's kind of running it like the TSA a little bit, sort of unnecessarily carefully there at the front. And he's really keeping an eye. He's half paying attention though, because he's keeping an eye out for Correlia, because prom is starting, and he still hasn't seen her. And then I think it would be fun if Blake came in, and I patted him down and like mad dogged him.
All right, so you wanna mad dog him?
Like fake leather. Dig it.
Yeah, so you're not saying this is like fake. He's still wearing his leather jacket because, of course, he is. It's fake leather jacket.
I like pull my jacket open and show the butt of my focusing disintegrator ray. This. You're like, you behave yourself in there. Now scram.
He just gives you like a, all right, man, and just heads inside.
Eye on him. And then I ask one of my subordinates to take over really quick, some pimply-faced youth. Like, touch all these men, make sure all these men are patted down, and make sure you search their groins and make sure they're not carrying anything, ankles, chest area. So I'll be right back.
All right. Gives you like a little like, not sure whether to give you a salute or not, just kind of like a wave. So
When Blake, I was going to say, when Blake leaves Derek after being mad dogged, as he goes past the light and sound booth, CC goes, "Hey, new kid."
John Smith makes sure there's an extra bright, extra blue light on him all the time so that he looks totally normal. And while everybody else is mooted the fuck out. Just him.
I love that we have like a shithead student. I love it.
CC just slowly lifts up a high five in John's direction.
Best.
Yeah, so good. All right, and Correlia, after being harassed by your family for lack of date, or lack of a nice guy, a nice boy,
Yeah.
who can teleport. It's like every single time you go home.
Every single time.
You finally get to prom.
Yes.
A little fashionably
late, of course, obviously. I didn't need to be here early because I did the decorations earlier. So I get there and there's this like pimply faced youth running security. I'm like, oh, I guess Derek's inside already. Whatever. It's fine.
Corellia, have you entered the gymnasium
No,
proper?
not yet. Because she's gotta go through security.
Oh well, you're pretty handway through.
Yeah,
Like,
nice. I'll sign the book or whatever.
yeah, basically that's all you have to do.
Then I'll walk in, looking around. But you can't tell I'm
As
looking
soon as
around
Corellia-
because I got like the sunglasses on, so I'm trying to look like I'm just walking in, but really I'm looking to see who's here.
As soon as Corellia would walk in, Cece's gonna nudge John, and then spin up REM, the one I
Oh.
love.
What are you doing?
All right. With that, John will completely change the lights. There's going to be a bunch of red here. There's going to be some gobos that float out, warm colors. Keep on going, look like fire. And he's going to excite the molecules in the air. He's going to create literal fog, and he's also going to release a bioluminescent algae, so there's just twinkles everywhere.
I'm gonna need a roll.
Especially around Correlia.
I'm gonna need a roll for that.
Oh man, is this like that algae from home?
Can I assist with cool?
Yeah, you can assist with cool. So you'll
Yeah,
get-
what would this be? Would this be smarts?
Yeah, I mean, I would argue for smarts.
Okay.
If you can argue it for me.
I think it would be smarts because he is using his knowledge of physics and his knowledge of angles and stuff to make sure that everything hits the perfectly right angles, makes Derek look even cooler than he did, makes Corellia basically softens everything in her eyes, makes everything look extra cool for the two of them specifically. And so I think he should use his smarts and use his knowledge of physics to make that happen.
All right, yeah, I
All right.
would certainly.
I still got an 11, even though I rolled a 2.
And can I use drama and, of course, chemistry, not the science, as to assist? And if I can, that would be a 14.
Yes. All right. So yeah, you set the mood. God, why is there no? Needs to be better music for this. But either way, as you set this mood, the music and the lights, both the just the lights from your screwdriver, but also the bioluminescence starts to fall upon really just Corellia and Derek, almost as if, making a little world of their own within this kind of chaos that is prom. And Corellia and Derek, you meet eyes across the room from each other as this happens.
Ooh, Dreamweaver. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Gotta get that bass line in there. That's like a lot of people forget that part. That's like the sexiest part. Boom, boom, boom. I believe you can. And Derek, I think too, is in all the this is someone who has taken life with his bare hands, like those guys who went like Ed Wood going island to island in the Korean War, killing people with knives in the dark. This is someone who has looked the devil in the eye, but he's never been this nervous, as he is right now. Having to stare down Corellia with this atmosphere, and so he makes sure he puts this focusing disintegrator ray safely in his pocket so as not to blast the flesh from her bones, and walks up to her and yeah, he's very nervous.
Oh,
He's
hey,
as
Derek.
red as his spacesuit. Hey,
You feeling okay? Look a little pink.
I feel very good. Cece touched my butt earlier.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Well, I was learning how to. I wasn't sure about dancing. He was telling me about dancing.
Oh
I
yeah,
watched
CC's
some.
real good at dancing.
Yeah, yeah. So you look wonderful. You look great.
Thanks.
Look at
I
this.
bribed my tentacles.
Oh wow. Well, you look awesome. So I was wondering. I was going to ask you. Have you heard of this thing called 1-800-COLLECT? You can save people you call up to 44%. It's a lot cheaper than dialing zero. I don't know if you heard. I saw it on TV. I thought I'd tell you in case you
No,
need
yeah,
to
I
make a
don't
collect
really
call.
do TV, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Derek's heart is pounding in his chest. Like I was wondering.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we're here. I know you're here
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
in the room,
Uh-huh.
and so am I.
Yep.
Also here
It's a
in
very
this room.
astute observation.
So at this point in time and space, we both occupy the same room.
Yeah.
Would you like to go to prom with me?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh. So you do. So cool. That's cool.
It is.
Things are cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool thing.
You're handling this really well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel I'm lightheaded, but I had some punch,
Don't
so
pass
I think that's
out.
what-
Yeah, no, it's definitely the punch. I totally spiked it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So does Cece. Did you know that?
You know, I didn't know for sure, so I figured I'd just be safe. It just doubles.
Okay.
Yeah.
John told me the spiking makes the punch better, so
It
that's
does.
fine with me. So I've got this for you. This is a thing, and he holds out. It's a puffball in a case, and I think in some sort of containment apparatus with like bars on the outside, and like a thing.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, there are only 3 native organic species on my home planet of Zenwa. My own species, of course, the humanoids, and then of course the Gargans, which
Yeah.
I now understand are giant lobsters
I love lobster.
who consume living matter, and then they grow to enormous sizes and feed our planet. And then there are also these things. I've seen them called tribbles here on Earth. On my planet, they are used for jet fuel, so they're life is constantly being extinguished to propel our starships in our quest for galactic conquest. So anyway, I safety pinned one, and I've saved this one from the Flames of the Annihilators. His name is Jeff, and I thought it would be nice if you wanted to wear him. I see everybody else wearing flowers.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. No, thanks. I'll wear Jeff.
Nice.
This
Oh.
is so good.
Thanks, Derek.
Yes. Wow. So here we are at prom.
Yeah.
Um,
I decorated.
would you like? Yeah. One guy's having a seizure. I think that means you did a good job.
Yeah. Well, I think that's John's job is to give people seizures. I create the aesthetic so that way I tried to make a pretty neutral palette so the lights would have even more of an effect. But yeah. You could call it a big
Oh, you can
coordinated
actually
effort.
tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. I mean, the lights are bouncing off the reflective metal, and I think that's what gave that kid a seizure. They just
Yeah, speaking of
ambulance
which, you
here.
should probably here, and she'll like reach into her purse. Got some shades for you,
Oh, thank you.
just in case.
I put them on. They're in the other room. Good. Would you like to dance with me
Yeah,
at some point?
yeah.
Okay.
And I like push my hair back like a tentacle's trying to like snake its way down. I'm like, yeah, stay.
Okay.
My hair's excited. I'm sorry.
It comes out and starts to, because I think it'd be funny if Derek took hold of a tentacle instead of your hand and led you to the dance floor.
Yeah, no, it does. It definitely snakes out.
Come on. Come on.
Can Derek make eye contact with CC for just 1 second so he can Cyrano de Bergerac something?
Oh, by the way, Derek is a telepath, by the way.
Yeah, he is.
Oh. So, yeah, CC, you would just hear Just Like Paradise by David Lee Roth in CC's mind. And you would hear, smooth back the tentacle, man. Make the move.
Oh my God. Derek is about to just totally pass out. So he kind of puts her tentacle back in her, awkwardly tries to replace it in the complex alien braid that she has on her head.
Yeah.
Tentacles look very nice the way
Thanks.
that they are.
Thank you. I spent like half the afternoon on them, like after decorating. I had to do like a deep sea salt treatment to them. That way they look fresh.
Oh, is that why? That's probably why I couldn't find you earlier as you were getting
Yeah,
ready.
I went home. Just teleported there real quick. It's not like it's just a few systems away. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. It's where I forgot to pack my dress in my locker last week, and I was like, oh man. So I had to deal with that, but it didn't take too long.
I thought maybe that guy with the fake leather jacket, whatever that, thought maybe he was, wasting your time, giving you trouble. But he got hit by a bus earlier. He was killed instantly. It's a really real shame.
Really?
Sad, really.
Do I
Just
like
scraping
see
him off the
him
parking lot.
like over the shoulder, like dancing and somebody else in the crowd?
Yes.
Okay.
Still has this ugly spot on him the
Yeah.
whole time.
Yeah, perfectly framed in a blue spotlight. Like right over Derek's shoulder. He's just glowing.
No, they had to scrape him right off the parking lot.
Sounds-
Concrete, like a jelly sandwich.
Sounds tragic, but it's gonna be all over the
Terrible.
papers. Yeah.
Turns out nobody really cared because he was like
Yeah.
like a convicted murderer.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
crazy.
He just
Yeah.
killed all these people. But
Yeah. He did ask me to prom, but I was like, nah, I'm good.
Correlia, I want you to know that these last week or so following around you and Cece and John, they've set me free in a way. I don't know if I told you about my home planet and sort
Yes,
of, where I'm.
extensively.
You let me know if you need any more details. But the point
I
is
will.
that this has just been a really special time, and I'm glad to have met you and to be here with you right now. And I just think it's pretty cool. Know what cool really is,
Yeah.
which is being here with you.
Yeah, it's pretty
Right now.
cool. You're pretty cool, Derek.
I feel dizzy. Am I supposed to be hearing like telephones ringing right now?
No,
I feel,
no, you need to sit down. Let's get you some more punch. I'm gonna get some punch.
Okay, all right. We go get punch.
Yeah, it's the tits.
And right as you turn to go get punch, Cece, that music that's been like playing in your head outside, you're not even sure anymore. You can't tell if you soundtrack or not. But suddenly it changes. Like you haven't changed it. As someone had messed with your music, and you look over and you see somebody has one of Blake's gang has got on the table and fucked with your records.
Oh,
Hey, who let the middle schooler in here?
At that same time, Derek and Correlia, you were stopping your tracks from trying to get to the punch table by Blake and his group. And he's like flipped down,
Oh,
The,
the glasses are flipped down. Yeah,
obviously.
red tint helps
Yeah.
balance out the blue light that's on him.
Yeah, he still has the blue light on him. and he just he kind of like looks he looks Derek up and down, and then looks over at you, Correlia. This is the guy you're waiting for?
I forgot you can't see anything with my eyeglasses on. She like looks to the side at Derek, and then like looks at him. She's like, "Yeah, he's cool."
Oh, hi, Blake. I'm like, sip my punch.
And
I
he
heard,
just
I heard
like,
she got hit by a bus.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, word's going around. He got hit by a bus, killed instantly. Is that not true?
He's like,
That's not true.
I mean, no, it's totally true, but like, I'm still perfectly fine. So like, that makes me so much cooler, obviously.
Oh,
Oh,
you actually were hit by a bus.
it's not a euphemism or anything.
Do John and CC see this?
Oh yeah, they see this.
Okay. CC would look at John and just expect John to know that this is the moment where they slow motion jump. And
Of course, John knows that. That's exactly what they do.
And CC jumps and leaps, arms extended as he floats down into the group. How many are there in Blake's gang?
Not including the guy that had been under your table and fucking with your music, who has now kind of scampered back to join the rest of the group. There's probably like 5 of them.
Oh man, you gotta have an even number.
So as there's 5 of them, and as CC jumps with John presumably as they're leaping through the air in slow motion, but in regular speech, not drawn out. Somehow they're moving slower than his voice.
It's just because you can fly. You're like, jump.
Right, I can fly, so that's how it's working. So he, CC would say, "Hey, new kid, you're a goddamn hero when it's 5 against 2," and he flies down and lands in front, and he snaps back, and maybe it's just in CC's head, but Kenny Loggins starts playing.
Oh, please.
Oh my.
And Blake will adjust his fake leather jacket. Feel like, look, I'm not looking for like a fist fight or anything, but he points a finger at Derek. But you, me, dance battle.
Derek looks legitimately taken by surprise by this, because his instinct was to draw down and strip this individual's flesh from his skeleton. But since it's not going to go down that way, he tucks the disintegrator back into the
Just keep
pocket
it in your pants, Derek.
in his jacket. He goes, "I didn't think you'd be in the mood, Blake. You're looking rather blue today." And then I hold out my hand out like this. Maybe me and CC full of this action. What's up? That's 2 points. That joke.
Oh, it's so good.
Puts me at 5 for today. You're on. Faux leather jacket.
And the rest of the students like have kind of already started to gather around, like sense it, that teenage sense of ooh, fight going on here. So they've started to kind of circle around. The chaperones are kind of like, what's going on? Is this a fight going on? But the amount of students here, they've managed, and considering all of the students are aliens too with powers, like they're getting really like just shoved off to the side as a space is cleared out in the middle of the dance floor for a dance off. And like Blake is kind of like talking to his posse and just kind of like how they say to be conspiring or whatever.
I think I can telepathically tell the group
Oh.
that look, hey everybody, this is Derek talking right now to you.
Cool.
I have no idea really what I'm doing. I just learned how to dance about an hour and a half ago by grabbing Cece's butt. And so if this gets bad, I might need backup. Just a heads up. Correlia, sorry. If I'm defeated, Correlia, I want you to know that I enjoy going to prom with you very much.
Well, then don't get defeated. Let's enjoy the rest of prom.
And you would hear from CC, concentrate, focus ass power, make a good dance.
So Derek approaches the dance floor. And Derek has watched a lot of YouTube clips, okay? And again, this is basically going to be, he's watched the Saturday Night Fever, dance. He's seen the Carlton. We're trapped in the mid 90s here, so there's no flossing, there's no, we've got to make sure that he's a time accurate poor dancer. But he has taken a blast of cool right to the face and lived to tell about it. So how bad could this possibly be? But he gives it everything, Kiana.
Yeah.
What are we dancing to?
What are we CC now has control over the music again.
Once again, he's unsure if it's in his head or not, but he will snap his fingers and the warrior starts playing.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Give it up.
Let's see if I've got a music for this or not.
So yeah, the warrior is kind of like a 1,000-mile high power ballad kind of thing, and Derek proceeds to rip it up George Michael style. Maybe a little busy for this particular track, but he doesn't know and he doesn't care.
He doesn't care. All right. Make me that roll. Again, it's a dance roll, and you get advantage on those now because of how awesome your dancing was.
Okay. I got a 9.
You got a 9.
I'll take that over a 7. And so it's 9, 10, 11 for my pretty dancing.
Yeah, so as you start to dance, I'm just for my own curiosity's sake, I just need to do this.
What does Blake get?
Ha!
Ha! Suck it, Blake. Got a 3.
As you start breaking out into the moves, bring all of your knowledge, both from watching things and from your friends coaching you through in that amazing montage earlier this game, and driven by Correlia's encouraging words to you, you start to tear it up on the dance floor. And you see Blake is trying. He's trying hard.
Try hard.
He is, well, he's a tryhard. Yeah, he's
That's so fitting.
not getting anywhere with this. Like, at one point, he's almost kind of copying your moves, but obviously, like, a beat later, because he tried to keep up with what you're doing, and, like, it's just super off time. He's getting booed by some of the people who are on that side of the circle. As everyone's cheering you on, Derek, and you hear like Derek from the crowd, as people are watching you just jam it out.
I think
Eventually, at one point, Derek, he like tries to do something super too ambitious, and he ends up falling on his ass.
Oh! Oh!
Derek or Blake? Derek went down?
Blake.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, brain. Blake.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah,
Oh,
when as soon as Blake would go down, victory has been had. So if the crowd starts laughing, CC will step forward and offer a hand down to Blake and say, "Everybody, stop laughing. This middle schooler is really trying." And he offers a hand to Blake, and then with a snap of his fingers in true Fonzie fashion, Dreams by Van Halen will start playing in celebration of the victory.
Yeah, Blake doesn't take a hit. He like stands up, he like straightens up his jacket, his glasses are askew, and he's like turns to whatever. This prom isn't cool anyways, and like starts to leave.
It'll be a lot cooler when you're in high school.
Hey, Blake, don't go away mad, pal. Hey, Blake, really quick, let me help you out before you go. And I like look at Correlia, wink one time, pull the focusing center array, and I set it to cool. Stand back, everybody. And I just draw down and I'm gonna help Blake out.
Okay.
That's the perfect time for all the strobe lights to start. We all just get to vogue and pose.
This is one of the reasons I wear sunglasses all the time.
Amen.
So as you blast Blake with cool, and as the light goes to kind of seas-inducing strobe lights.
We haven't started Gibson yet. This is just power, right?
Yeah, this
John?
is just regular strobe. This is just regular, not
Okay, this is just regular strobes.
not
I
neurological.
try to
strobe.
trip out a few people with the strobe lights by teleporting, like in sync with some of them, so that way, because it already looks like people like like stutter with it, but I like exaggerate that effect with teleporting.
And Cece would grab John like they had practiced with Derek earlier, and together, as he would lift them both off the ground by about 6-7 inches, start spinning around the floor, just dancing their asses off.
Yes, at some point we have to do the dirty dancing jump. Where he just backs up and runs at you. Yes.
He'll do the Johnny where he's just walking down the aisle.
Exactly. Then John just goes at you full throttle.
You got another thing too, like when people hula hoop with their neck, you know, they go around like this. John could like swirl the scarf around, and the scarf is like spinning. You're gonna do this thing.
Exactly. It'll be like a rhythmic gymnastics, like routine. Just goes every-
It's a dance ribbon.
Yeah, it's a dance ribbon, and he'll be like, "This was once a sentient being. No big deal."
Cool.
Then when Corellia and Derek dance again, like she's to keep like, sorry, like the tentacles keep snaking out, and like, when Derek has like the hand on like the hip, like the waist, the tentacles go down like on top of the hand. She's like, sorry, they get real excitable.
Oh, I get it. That is fun. Derek's like totally. Like he like takes the hand off, goes like, and it's like that kind of tickles. Like,
And
everything
as
I
all of
can
you
give
are...
you 10 tickles.
Good night, everybody. We want to thank Hiena.
And as everyone is dancing out on the floor, all of you and all the students too are all just joining in, as everyone is just having a great time. And you know, Cece, that it's about time for the final dance.
And so, with one final twirl, as John twirls Cece to a stop, maybe Emma, how do you set Cece up for this if we're dancing? How would John, like, is there a dip? Are you?
I think John would probably just, he would, what would he do? Yeah, I think he'd probably just whisper in your ear, like, it's time to give them the Gibson. And stare at you.
And for a moment,
What?
with the whisper, and the music stops in Cece's head for the first time ever, and Cece just hears John's voice. The Gibson. Right. And as he snaps his fingers, he turns into the Whisper and kisses John on the dance floor. And Only in My Dreams by Debbie Gibson starts playing, and it is on the playlist. So you
John kisses Cece full back, and the strobe starts to go, and what is burned in everybody's image is the two of them kissing forever for perhaps the rest of their fucking lives. As it gets faster and faster and faster.
That is marvelous.
One of my tentacles just makes sure the sunglasses are on Derek's face so he doesn't start seizing with the strobe lights.
I think Derek couldn't help but look at what they're, doing, and then like immediately you get that. I think we were all in high school, most of us, right? Certainly, I was there for at least 3 years. You get
5
that
for me.
You get that moment. Not if you get the hell out of there. You get that moment where you see other people doing something. You get that pressure. You get that pressure to it's confusing. It's a very specific kind of teenage pressure that creates static in the brain and confuses one's judgment. And so Derek's judgment, it was already compromised. And so I think he kind of turns and looks at Correlia and like, nervously scratches his head and puts the focusing disintegrator away. And it's like, yeah. So anyway, like I was saying, you can save people up to 44% on collect calls. It's a lot cheaper than, dialing 0 if you gotta call somebody. So,
I should really hook you up with an intergalactic plan. The rates are way better.
And I think like halfway through that sentence, he kisses Correlia, like interrupts her as she's saying that. He like stops her with,
An intergalactic plan.
"Ugh."
And she'd smooch him back.
Woo!
I think so. This like the whatever teachers aren't seizing, because I'm guessing some of them are aliens too, and are probably like prepared for this. She's kind of like her tentacles create like a little like privacy curtain, so no one can see. They're like,
And as these smooches happen, as the last song and dance of the night finally coming to a close, you hear a teacher's voice, "Leave room for Jesus!" calling out from across the room.
And then you would hear, is that the new kid's name?
And I think that is where we're going to leave off today's episode of Teenager from Outer Space Prom Odyssey. We had smooches!
Smooches.
I gave you those ones easily. Although I wasn't expecting the CC John one, so that came from a surprise. And then the other one, I'm like,
the best
all
part.
right, I'll give you the smooch.
she's like, this time.
I mean, it's literally written into the referees that rule set that I'm supposed to cock block y'all.
Oh, I can't wait for the day that we all go to. I think I'm gonna call it Oceania 9. That's Corelia's planet, and everyone's like, "Oh, so you're the one that she went to prom with? You can't teleport?"
Oh yeah.
Like the dinner.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh no. Of all the revelations in this episode, that might be my favorite. That Correlia has parents who put a lot of pressure on her to marry someone else who can teleport. That completely explains her behavior, and it took 3 or 4 shows to get there. And I just think that's sensational. Makes perfect.
Love this show.
Oh, it's so good. I love these characters so much.
So wholesome.
Ah,
All right,
so
I hand
good.
it back over to you, Lindy.
All right. Amazing, fantastical show. Cannot wait. I can't wait to see what we do next month. I'm already like, is it February yet? Do we have more teenagers from outer space yet? But yeah, we're gonna go around, say who we are, where we can find you, and favorite moment or part of today's episode. We're gonna go kind of let's start with Kiana. We're gonna go this way and then curve right down to me.
Hello, I am Kenna. I was your referee today. This was so much fun. I love this series. What started off as a one-shot has evolved into this, and I am very happy with it because I love these characters, and the fact that I can go into a game like, all right, it's a prom episode. I have no idea what's going to happen, and just let them go with it. And chat, you were amazing. Thank you for coming by and having some fun with us as we went off into pulp sci-fi shenanigans. Yeah, so we'll be back next month with a new episode. I have some ideas based on what happened today, and I'm very excited for that. Favorite moment? I really, really liked the teaching Derek how to dance montage. It was so good, and like those roles. Amazing. So yeah, we're gonna be back with this and seeing what other things these teenage aliens get up to. But until then, you guys can find me over on Twitter at JennaS. Best way to figure out what I'm doing, because I'm over the internet playing role-playing games almost every day of the week. Catch me later today over on the Scratchers Academy, where Travis is going to be my GM. It's going to be super exciting. And you're going to be great. So find me over there. And otherwise, just find me on the internet. Talk to me. If you have any ideas for this series, just throw them at me, because I like incorporating other people, like chat ideas and all that, into what craziness we get up to. But yes, thank you everyone, and have a great day.
Awesome, and thank you, Kiana, for being a fantastical referee. It was absolutely lovely. And speaking of fantastical people, we've got Greg.
Hey everybody, I'm currently listening to Dancing in Heaven, Orbital Bebop by Q Feel. If you've never heard that song, it's the greatest 80s song ever. It's at the top of my charts. It's in the Spotify playlist. Turn it on. Do yourself a favor. Jam out a bit to it. I've been jamming and having fun in preparation for this game, which in preparation is I do exactly what CC does. I sit around and drink and smoke and stare at my playlists and go, I can't wait. So I absolutely love playing CC. This group is just super duper fun. Derek describing things is absolutely one of the funniest fucking things I've ever heard in my life. I don't know. I lost it about halfway through the statement you made about how you used to kill people silently, island to island in the Pacific. I lost. I laughed. I don't know. I have to go back and watch it. Unbelievably funny, great people, so therapeutic, so joyous, so fun. Just a great thing to kind of do. Like someone said, Saturday morning cartoons. I completely agree with that. Chat, you're absolutely fantastic for being here with us. My favorite part was also the teaching to dance. Anytime I can incorporate George Michael's ass, it's a great day. You know, it's a really good day. Grimjack21502 on the Twitter, Tales from the Grim on the Twitch. I will promote this tomorrow night on Tales from the Grim. We have the series finale of Project Athena. It starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we say goodbye to 1933 and all of our fun Pulp Cthulhu people. It's a decidedly different game than this one, but equally as important to me in the character establishments and relationships and joy and emotion I feel for it. But I can't wait for the next one of this. I can't wait to put back on my wig, and we'll see you next month.
Yeah. Awesome. We've got the lovely Emma.
Oh my gosh, this is the most successful prom I could have ever hoped for. It was amazing. I got a smooch from CC, the coolest guy in the universe, is my second smooch from a Greg character. The first one, I promise I will remember the whole time. Because I forgot the last one, and I'm sorry, but yes, and my second RPG smooch ever because I don't do that very much. And I'm very excited about that. I love this game. It is totally a treat. And it's just so wonderful to share all this silliness with you guys. And it feels more like a high school experience than I ever actually had as a homeschooled child. So I'm really enjoying. Yeah, you too, Lindy. I am Susie King 85 on Twitter. I'm the communications director for WebDM. So talk to us over on WebDM Show on Twitter and WebDM Entertainment on Facebook. We are premiering a new show tomorrow with 2 of these amazing people in it. 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m.
3 of these
Eastern.
Amazing people in it.
Yes. 3. Oh, yes, 3.
You're
yeah, I
in
made
it
it too. We are premiering The Lost Girls. We have Kiana and Lindy on that show, as well as me. We're playing vampires and all sorts of different iterations. It is another 80s game, so if you like 80s games that kind of like this one, then watch the one tomorrow. It'll be different, but it'll still be awesome and amazing, and I cannot wait. I never know how to stop talking, so I'm going to stop talking right now. Thank you. Bye.
Awesome. We love Joan Smith. That was awesome. I'm so glad you had as good of a first prom as I did. Speaking of awesome, we've got Travis right down here.
This is not the best. It's the best. I can't even stand it. It's like Greg said, it's therapeutic and it's joyful, and it's I just think Correlia and Derek are the most precious couple since Leland, better than Leela and Fry. I'll take the Pepsi challenge with every meet cute sci-fi couple that's been. You name one, and I think Derek and Correlia win. So anyway, that was amazing. Greg picking music was amazing. Greg's the man. Greg's playing a better mix, and I want to invade Greg's record collection. And I had my hand on Cece's butt today, and that was fun. And this was just perfect. And you're all apprehensive about it before you play it. Like, are you gonna get it right? Are you gonna take all the opportunities and really? And it's just perfect because you're walking, or everybody knows the cliches, but everybody also knows like how to subvert it, and it makes it really lively and fun. And I don't know when to shut up either. So I'm Travis Bowles. I produce WebDM. We're going to talk about Ravnica this week. I'm going to run a game in a couple of hours. I've done something insane and kept what game we're playing a secret from my players because it amuses me to do so. So if you want to watch me crash and burn in front of Kiana, head on over to Scraticus at 2 Eastern. I will drop one hit. We'll be getting higher and higher like Jackie Wilson. Laugh Love Lindy, thank you so much for having me. And I can't wait for next month. I won't be wearing a bow tie or one of these shirts because I can't breathe. But I love all of you. And thank you.
Thank you. This was so wonderful and amazing. I love Teenagers from Outer Space. It's as nerdy as our jokes occasionally are. It's still such good, wholesome fun with this show because it's like, no, it's what's inside that's cool, and I love it so much. It does really feel like Saturday morning cartoons, and I absolutely love it. It's refreshing. It's invigorating. I think my favorite moment was actually everybody kind of stating what they were in charge of for prom, because it kind of revealed, a little bit about pieces of personalities and how we all kind of coordinated, and I thought that was super fun. I also really liked Blake.
Can we give it up for Blake, everybody?
Kiana's portrayal of Blake.
I'm so glad we have. I'm so
fantastic.
glad that now I have a reoccurring NPC that
Yes.
can just be the douche.
Yes.
Yeah. He's our Biff Tannen.
Yeah, obviously. I'm very happy that we have him now and that I can pull him in to be our scapegoat.
Love Blake. Can't wait to see more of him. And yet Correlia cannot wait to see none of him. But you can find me here. This is my channel. I'm Laugh Love Lindy. there's live and about a dozen or so tabletop RPGs, including The Lost Girls Tomorrow with Emma and Kiana, which I'm super excited about. If you want to see some kind of spooky D&D stuff, check out right here every Tuesday evening from 9 to 11 Eastern, where you can also find Travis. Travis is a player, and I get to torment him as a DM, and they're in Ravenloft, and it's all the old 1st and 2nd edition Ravenloft modules bumped up to 5th edition. And I've also, very, very, very soon to be announced, a fun, February mini campaign, but I can't say more as I'm still nailing down the last details. But there's going to be, I believe, every Friday for the month of February, just a little month-long campaign coming up soon. So keep your eyes on the Twitters for that, and on Fridays, keep your eyes open for that. But yeah, so this has been super awesome. I'm gonna roll out our super amazing video that Travis did with some awesome art by Witch Planet. I'm just gonna throw that name out there again because she was super amazing to work with for the art. And then we'll see you guys next month for more of this. Goodbye.